California had a huge growth spurt in 1849. They called them the 49ers. Everyone was heading west to pan for gold. So the basic idea was you found a plot of land, and you either bought it or staked your claim to open land that no one else claimed. But in any case, it was yours now, and you could build a little shack or a house and plant some crops or pan for gold. When, or if you found the gold, you could become rich because that gold was yours. You found it on your land. So over the years, property rights have been reduced a little here and a little there. But California, yes, I know, California again. California is taking this to the next level. As you may have noticed, I do a lot of content about California. Well, that's for some obvious reasons. It's the highest populated state, and they are overwhelmingly Democrat in government policies. I do not like Democrat policies. Shocking! And I want to point them out to you and give my opinion on why they are absolute garbage and they hurt everyone they touch. So what did they do this time? Well, they're circulating a letter near the San Diego area that is telling landowners with well water that they need to install a meter and start paying for water that they use. You know, water from the ground, from a well that they built. Now, they have to start paying for it. Okay, to oversimplify, California is now taxing rainwater. The letter is signed by Natalie Stork, the Chief of Groundwater Management, Program Unit 1. Oh my god, that title sounds a little like 7 of 9 tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. Yeah, I hope you get that reference. Anyway, the letter was sent in late July on the letterhead of California Water Boards under the authority of Governor Newsom and Jared Blumenfeld, Secretary for the Environmental Protection. Buried beneath the bureaucratic acronyms GSA and SGMA for Groundwater Sustainability Agency and the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act, it's an extremely aggressive conception of government authority and its domain and dominion over private property. There's a few key points to the letter. I'll save you all the boring parts. Landowners whose property is within an unmanaged area and contains an operating groundwater extraction well must report the volume of groundwater extracted from the well. The groundwater extraction volume must be reported as a monthly total. In addition to pumping volumes, reports must include the location of the well and the place and purpose of use of the groundwater. Groundwater extraction reports are not due to the State Water Board until February 1st, 2023. However, if you are required to report, the report must include pumping volumes for each month between the date of receipt of this letter and September 30th, 2022. This is not merely a bureaucratic hassle. There are fees, of course. The base filing fee is $300 per well, which all extractors are required to report. Then there's an additional fee of $10 per acre foot with a meter, $25 per acre foot without a meter. Tardy filers face a late fee of 25% per month. Okay, not only are they demanding you pay for water, they are demanding you install a meter, pay registration fees, take time out of your life to calculate the numbers, and provide them to make sure that you pay the correct amount. And if you do it late, you get another penalty. So let me just summarize this a little bit, see if I get this correct. When you bought the house and land, you paid a company to dig a well. Then you installed a pump, all of which you paid for with your own money. Then you have to tell them how you're using the water. Well, what if they don't like the way you're using your water? Well, I'm guessing that's an additional fee and fine for sure. It's your water, but is it really? Now, I totally get paying a water fee if you live in a city and they pump clean water to your house. They are providing a service. They maintain all of the city pipes for water delivery and sewer pipes to take water away. That's one hell of a complicated process, and I completely understand paying a significant fee for all of that technology and maintenance. But you knew that when you moved to the city. People that live in the country never even dreamed they would have to pay for their own water. Some of these people have been living on their family land for 200 years, without a single water bill. This is a bit over the line. Nope, scratch that. This is outright tyranny. If you live in California, you should find ways to leave. You can raise crops, cattle, or homestead somewhere else. But back to property rights. Do we even have any anymore? Let's take, for example, your car. You get a paycheck and they take income tax from that. Then you use whatever is left over to buy a car. Well, you have to pay sales tax on that car, so they take a little more. Then you go to DMV and register it. Then you have to re-register it every few years. There's another tax, they take a little more. Now then you get another bill every year for property tax on that same car. Another tax, another bill, another chunk out of your life. Now if you miss one of those payments, they'll take your car away and possibly sell it at an auction. You only own your car if they will allow you to own it. Same for houses. I paid off my first house a long time ago. I was very fortunate to pay a 30-year mortgage in about 12 years, but I still get a bill for about $8,000 every year in property taxes. We figured it out recently. The money I paid in taxes since I owned the house would be enough to buy another house. I basically bought a second house that I can't live in, touch, or even see. Property rights. I'm not sure we have much left, but California is leading the way to make sure that you own nothing and will be happy. I'm not sure who's happy, but you damn sure will own nothing. So what's the solution? I don't know. Maybe move to reduce your tax burden. But with a Red Wedding Joe hiring 75,000 new IRS agents, good luck. For those of you that are familiar with history, taxation without representation was a battle cry for the War of Independence. Now, I'm not saying we should do anything like that, but it sure was effective.